Thanks for joining me today. What we're going to do is we're going to walk through the forest here. We'll walk for about 1.5 miles, and we should find a nice mix of birds along the way. Let's go see what we can find. If you listen up here, there's a bird doing an intermittent song. That's a red-eyed vireo. Very common in eastern North American forests. The way it changes its intonation, it sounds like it asks a question, and then it answers it. And then it asks a question, and then it answers it. So listen, see if you can hear that.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Hey. And they always sound a little bit different, but they always do that pattern, so it's easy enough to identify them. We'll hear more of those, I think. Oh. That's probably a red-eyed vireo nest. Vireos make nests that they hang from a fork. It looks like a normal nest, except it's hanging by 2 small branches. This looks like last year's or something. It looks a little worn, but you can see that it's attached to that fork. So you can see we're getting into some conifers now. These are eastern hemlocks. And for me, I always associate hemlocks with black-throated green warblers. So if we listen, maybe we can turn one up around this little grove. Did you hear it? Great. See, I'm not lying. They really do like hemlocks.
What should they sound like?
If you're listening, they do a buzzy, their song is very buzzy. It's like zoo-zee, zoo-zoo-zee. Or some people say it, sweet breeze in the trees. But I think it sounds buzzy. I think zoo-zee.
Everybody has their own way to remember the bird call, so it's always interesting. Some stick more than others.
Different mnemonics for different folks. All right, move on. There are several different ways to appreciate birds. Birders sometimes are competitive. They play the game, the birding golf, as we used to call it, where you have a list and you're trying to get as many as possible and less concerned about things like robins. But then there are the other people who are, just appreciate everybody. And that's the thing about birds, is there's so many different ways to appreciate it, so many different levels. You can give you challenges for your entire lifetime, or just let you sit in an easy chair watching a feeder and enjoy the world.
Yeah, I was so sad when the robins were gone this winter, so now that I see them again during the spring, or at least the robins around me, I notice them a lot more, and I appreciate them a lot more.
That's good. That's good. Birds are a lens to look at the world. That's sort of the way I feel about it, is it's an excuse to get out in the world, and you can see things you couldn't see. And so now the robins for you have made you more conscious of the seasons, right?
Yeah.
Things happen when the seasons change. Celebrate the return of the robins. There's an eft, a little salamander. here.
Oh, that's so cool.
See it? This is a red eft. It's one of the life stages of a eastern newt.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, they start off as an aquatic form and then go into the hills like this and then come back as adults and breed. Very pretty. Always fun to find.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Sapsucker.
You saw it or heard it?
I heard it and then I saw it and it flew to the left here.
Oh yeah. Come back. Oh, there's like a little window.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So it's on this tree with multiple branches, and then it's like
Lower than you might expect.
it's right at the feet. Why are they called a sapsucker?
Because they actually eat sap. They don't suck it, but they make holes in the bark, and then the sap weeps out, and they lick it. All right, well, let's walk out of the woods. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Isn't this pretty? Come out to the marsh here, the red-winged blackbirds and yellow warblers. It's a good place for a tree swallow if you can find a dead tree. Swallow? So there are a couple of things singing here. Witchety, witchety, witchety is common yellowthroat. Dee 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 is a song sparrow. And the other one, there are a couple of our yellow warblers, very fast. Sweet, 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 I'm sweet. Let's move up so we can go look in the water. Top of the snag is a cedar waxwing. Cedar waxwings eat a lot of fruit, but they also eat a lot of insects. And they do a lot of fly catching from here. So you'll see them go off, they'll sit up on a tall perch like that and then fly out and grab a flying insect and come back to the same perch or something similar. Waxwings are such a pretty bird.
Why are they called waxwings?
They actually have wax on their wings that they form on the tips of some of their wing feathers, the adults. A little red wax, a red drop of wax.
Where do they migrate to?
Well, it depends. If there's fruit available, some will stay here all winter. We usually get some somewhere on the Christmas count on January 1st in upstate New York, which seems crazy, but there is some years some fruit crops that they can take advantage of. Otherwise, they move south almost to Florida, maybe, something like that. Like there's the kingfisher. Good. House wren singing right there. Yeah, well, I think that's about it for the walk today. I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope you had a good time.